So let's go and let's see what's going to happen for race number 2. So Finley versus Nick then, so it's going to be very close to see what's going to happen between the pair of them. It's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen, but Finley versus Nick versus Dean Atkinson and Neil Smell on the first 2 rows. Then it's Dale and the Rooster, then Fred and of course Chris, but we're getting ready for race number 2 then. Let's get ready to go. And who's going to get a decent start into turn number 1 for the second 11 lap encounter? It looks like already Finley's got ahead of Nick. Dean's trying to get there as well with Neil Smell also pushing on. The Rooster up into 5th then with Dale. And of course Andreas with Nate Fletch versus Jamie. I think Jamie's bogged down with Oscar, and of course Ishmael Nemri with Panos up in 12th. Chris Rigby already in 13th with Fred Coleman 14th at the moment, but I think they bogged down at the start with the Rooster with a 5-10 penalty. Then he's already got a 5-10 penalty. That's a bit unfortunate, which is going to drop him down. Neil Smell trying to chase after the likes of Dean Atkinson at the moment with Andreas and of course Dale and Nate Fletch. Rooster's got that penalty still hanging over him at the moment, 5-10th. It's not too bad, but he's getting rid of that, but that's going to drop him down. He clips the sign, which then ultimately puts him in the air with Dale and of course Nate Fletch side by side going in towards the chicane. Then who's going to come out on top? It's a bit close for calls there with Ishmael Nemri, Fred Coleman, Panos, and I believe Fred Coleman with Chris Rigby in 14th, then with Finley still holding on for the race lead at the moment with Nick second. Dean Atkinson chasing after Nick at the moment with Neil Smale and of course Andreas at the moment. They're battling for 5th and 4th respectively. This could be almost careful between the pair of them. Let's see what Andreas is going to do. Neil Smale is going to try and fight, try and get back into 4th, but Andreas gets that 4th place at the moment with Dean Atkinson and Nick Sargent. They're trying to go nose to tail. One of the 3 guys that actually got demoted from GT Supercars last season, but there's going to be another day. But I think Finley is around 0.5 seconds from Nick at the moment. Dean Atkinson still trying to be there. Neil Smale has got 2 cars behind him, the likes of Dale and of course Nate Fletch. At the moment it's going to be very careful between Neil and of course Dale. Oh, Dale and Neil go off. And Dale's clipped that barrier. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's lost some ground there. He's got some damage on the front. Jamie Hillman, where was he? He's up into 8th then. Excuse me. So Jamie's got Panos behind him at the moment, with Oscar trying to go there as well. So the McDonald's an understeer liveried car is trying to push on with the likes of Jamie and of course Panos. Panos is there with Chris Rigby getting past Dale for 11th place at the moment, but Andreas then however up into 3rd then with Nate Fletch 4th, Dean Atkinson down into 5th, then the Rooster 6th, Neil Smale down into 7th with the likes of Nick falling to the clutches of Andreas at the moment, but that's allowing Finley to literally escape up the road with this race lead around about 2.3 of a gap at the moment. So going into this game to start lap number 4 with Nick in 4th, with Andreas in of course 3rd at the moment, trying to hold off. Nick trying to hold him off at the moment, but that's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. Nate Fletch in 4th at the moment, that's going to be very close. Dean Atkinson 5th, then the Rooster 6th, Neil Smell in 7th, Jamie 8th at the moment, Panos 9th, Chris Rigby in, of course, 10th at the moment, with, of course, Dale 11th. Ishmael in 12th at the moment, so second place finisher in race number 1. Down in 12th at the moment. Oscar in 13th at the moment, with Fred Coleman 14th at the moment. But why this is happening, that's allowing Finley to get away from the top, the other two for the podium at the moment. So Nick's in second at the moment, holding on for dear life. He's trying to get thereabouts. Is he going to be able to do it? He's going to be pushing on. He's going to be really trying to get away from the Maxwell's liveried Scirocco. He's got Andreas is right up close and personal at the moment, but Nick's trying to get away from that Maxwell's liveries, and he's trying to get thereabouts. But now going into chicane, Andreas thinks about it, but Nick gets a bit crossed up. Well, Andreas has a decent line, but unfortunately he has a bit of a wiggle, which then delays him slightly onto lap number 5 then. So, you know, 6 laps to go. It's thereabouts, but could be very close to see exactly what's going to happen, with Nick holding on for dear life. And they Fletch still in 4th at the moment. Dean Atkinson still 5th. The Rooster still in 6th place then. Neil Smell still 7th. Panos now up into 8th then, so he's on a bit of a charge at the moment, it's Panos, but is he going to be able to do it? He's got Jamie Hillman right close behind him. It could be very careful between the pair of them. Let's see what they're going to do. Panos versus Jamie. It could be very close, but Jamie gets a bit crossed up. The Pertec car, I think it clipped the curb a bit, but there's been a change for second place then, whereas Andreas has got past Nick, so Nick's got Nate Fletch behind him now. So it could be very interesting if Nate Fletch could make it another podium, but Nick's trying to fight back and get that third place. Nate Fletch runs, I thought he ran a bit wide there, but he didn't. But between Nick and of course Nate at the moment, both trying to push on and trying to get solid results in this race. Dean Atkinson still holding on for 5th place at the moment. Panos, he's still there, with Dale now 9th, Oscar 10th, Jamie 11th. He's had a bit of an issue there with Chris Rigby in, of course, 12th at the moment, with Ishmael in, of course, 13th, with Fred still 14th at the moment. So around 5 laps to go then. It is going to be very careful, but that is allowing Finley to escape up the road then. Number 13 car trying to push on. He's trying to push on for his first win of the season, with Andreas in, of course, second place at the moment, but Nick's still trying to push for Nate Fletch to make a mistake so he can get third place back, which he's trying to think about it, but Nate Fletch says, not on your life, sunshine. I want this third place, I want another podium. But you know, fair play, Nick has put in an extremely hard work for this season, as well as, you know, taking part. You know, it's a lot of pressure, but you know, he's thereabouts in 4th place at the moment. He's trying to push that Umbongo car against the Red Bull WRC liveried of Nate Fletch at the moment. It seems that, you know, very good. Nick runs a bit wide out the chicane. He's clipped the wall, so that's dropped him down slightly, and that's dropped him into the clutches of Dean Atkinson. Nick's probably thinking that Foster's beer car is very distracting, but I don't think it is. The two from GT Supercars last season, along with Panos, but you know, it's going to be very interesting to see how well they do this time round. Nick's still holding on for 4th at the moment. Hobson skips that curb. He's trying to battle, but he's there with Dean Atkinson at the moment. Dean Atkinson on the outside line. He's going to now get 4th place from Nick. Yeah, Nick's going to try and push on though. The Rooster and of course Neil Smell, they're having a battle for 6th and 7th at the moment. Fair play to them, with Panos in 8th then, with Dale in, of course, 9th at the moment, Oscar at 10th, Chris in 11th, Jamie 12th, Ishmael trying to catch them up now in the 13th at the moment, with Fred in 14th at the moment, but Finley still leading the race then. Andreas is bringing the gap down though to around 0.7 of a second. So he's thereabouts. He's got the fastest lap at the moment with 1:14.4. Nate's still in there in touch for the podium. Dean Atkinson's still trying to hold off Nick at the moment, but Nick's trying to still push on. Try to say, right, let's go. Let's have a good battle, which he is doing. Fair play. It's going to be thereabouts, but you just see Neil Smale up into 6th. Then he's got past the Rooster, so he's going to be happy with that this time round. I'll tell you what, he's adapting very well at the moment, is Neil. So he's doing very well. Flash of brakes though, I think he's just trying to take it steady at the moment. The Rooster, he's there. Panos and of course Dale thereabouts for 8th and 9th. Oscar's catching them up slightly low. You can just see how quick he's going with around 3 laps left in this race. So it's going to be thereabouts. We'll see exactly how well it's going to go. Jamie's still in 11th at the moment with, of course, Chris and of course Ishmael. They're going to be very careful. I think Chris is trying to get alongside Jamie Hillman for that 11th place at the moment with Ishmael and Emery. Also trying to catch up with, of course, Chris at the moment. You can just see these 3 going into the chicane for the 8th time as Ishmael clips the barrier going out of the chicane there, which is hampered him, so he won't be able to catch them up unless he has a massive push on for that, try and catch up into that position. With Jamie still in 11th, with of course Chris down in 12th at the moment, both inspired British touring car liveries, the Pertec versus the Team Hardcore. Could be very careful. Let's see what Chris is going to do. Is Chris going to go alongside Jamie Hill when he thinks about it, but he drops back a bit. Fred Coleman's still 14th, however, with now the battle for the race lead come down to 0.1 of a second between Andreas and of course Finley at the moment. Finley's holding on for dear life. Excuse me. He's got Andreas right behind him at the moment. There's a bit of contact between the pair of them into the chicane. I think that was a bit of a push to pass. So Finley is not going to like that. That has dropped Finley down into, of course, 4th place at the moment. But I'll tell you what, I don't think that is going to be approved because that looked very robust indeed. But that's put Dean Atkinson onto the podium with Nick 4th, with Finley in, of course, 5th at the moment. I don't think he's going to be happy with that. With the penultimate lap now with Finley battling with Nick at the moment. I don't think, you know, Nick's there in, of course, 5th place at the moment. The Rooster in 6th place. Neil Smale 7th. Neil's dropped down to 7th with the likes of Dale and of course Panos now gaining on to Neil. Neil's dropped down to 8th. He could be soon 9th. Oh, Dale's catching him. Oh, he's up into 7th. What a stellar move from Dale. That is absolutely top draw. He's got into 7th, then Neil Smale's dropped down to 9th. Oscar 10th at the moment. You know, this could be very close. Chris in 11th. Ishmael 12th. Jamie 13th and Fred in 14th at the moment. But Andreas goes on to the final lap though. I think he may be in a bit of hot water with the stewards with that move going into the chicane with between him and Finley Ostler. But Nate Fletch in 2nd then, so Nate Fletch still on the podium for 2nd race of the evening. Dean Atkinson 3rd with of course Finley 4th, Nick 5th at the moment. The Rooster in 6th with Dale and of course Panos at the moment, almost side by side. So Dale wants to take 6th place from Panos at the moment. Oh, Neil goes wide with Oscar. And of course, right from Neil Smale, oh, he's gone off. He has gone off at St Mary's there. Into 7th place at the moment with Chris in 11th, Ishmael 12th, Jamie 13th at the moment, and Fred in 14th at the moment. But Andreas coming in through the final 2 turns then. What's he going to do going into the chicane? He's about to cross the line and take a victory, but it may go against him. We shall soon find out. But I tell you what, he's thereabouts, but I don't know what he's trying to do across the line. No Fletch in second and Dean Atkinson third. Finley fourth. He won't be happy with that fourth place though, I don't think. Nick fifth, the Rooster sixth. Panos in seventh, Dale eighth, then Oscar in ninth, Neil Smell 10th. Fair play, he finished in the top 10, so fair play to him. Chris in 11th, Ishmael in, of course, 12th, Jamie 13th, and Fred Coleman 14th. But I tell you what, I think the issue between Andreas and, of course, Finley Osler will be looked at in the steward's room. I think it will be, because that looks very pretty much robust, and I don't think Finley's going to be very happy with that, but we'll soon find out.